So, £27.4. Rod had been out 5 minutes. Bit of spod. Bang, she was away. Straight onto the Iconic. Topped with an Icon. All looped up. Belting fish. Hopefully the start of many.
Paul don't know what he's doing.
I ain't got a clue.
He calls himself a carp angler.
That's just a rumour. Not really. I'm good at catching minnows.
Gudgeons.
Gudgeons down the River Darren. Good at that. When I was a child. Like what when I was a children. Look, all my bivvies a mess now.
No, it's not that bad, surely. He says, look, hiding his crocs under the bed.
Nothing wrong with that.
How much is that one weigh, mate?
PB croc.
PB croc, size 9. Funny enough, that's what I got.
I've had them about 6 years now and they're still going strong. eBay specials, knockoff crocs. One size too big.
Can't complain for £1.
I think they were about 99p from China. So,
anyway, back to serious business now.
Ooh, and he falls in the bivvy. Lowest bed in the world.
what's wrong with an ash bed?
Had one of them once, wheels fell off.
You went for the tracker oval.
Best bed in the world. For a lanky sod anyway.
Yeah, I'm short ass. And this is lovely and comfy and warm. And when you've got a bad back, this is the one for me. Did I mention bad backs again?
Back scan, boys.
I only had a bad back for 2 years. We talk about the NHS. How I'm being neglected.
I work for the NHS, so I sympathise.
Oh, so it's your bloody fault.
Yeah, it's my fault.
You should put a few strings for me.
Unfortunately, I don't work at the local hospital where you are. Otherwise, I would have done.
So, right, so this is it. I've got 2 crushed vertebrae, 2 slip discs, and first of all, they gave me physio and manipulated me and bent me into all different positions.
Before they did any examinations?
Before they did the examination.
But you're still fishing?
That's going to stop me fishing. So, talking of fishing.
Without recession.
Yes. Well, first time for about 6 weeks we've been fishing, isn't it?
Yeah, we did a match in March.
Yeah, British Carp Cups qualifier. As you know, we film it for BT Sport and YouTube. And we was having a chat with Mick and he said, you want to enter it? So we entered it. And blow me, we bloody won.
Only went and bloody won, mate.
Well, it's not the first time. We entered it last year and that was a complete write-off. That was a nightmare. We come out last in the draw.
Yeah.
At Willows, and we had about a foot of water and the geese were literally walking on our bait.
Yeah.
As you found out.
Oh yeah.
So we entered it again, and this time at Orchard Place Farm, and we did all right.
To say the least. A good draw helps in places like that. You want to get into a swim where you know you can catch a few fish from. Being cold March, the weather was awful anyway.
It was cold.
And it was just after the snow and everywhere had virtually switched off, but we managed to winkle 5 fish out and win by an incredible ounce.
To win by an ounce, incredible. But the thing is, as Lee was saying, swim choice has a lot to do with it, and coming out third in the draw, obviously you do your homework before you go to the lake, and we chose some of the swims that were like the deeper areas because we thought the fish might be in the deeper areas, and they were. And we got peg 7, lucky 7, and it worked, didn't it?
It did. It just shows, like the match on there the other week, on one of the other competitions, most of the fish were caught up in the shallow end, complete opposite end to where we fished. So yeah, it's all about swim choice and weather and location.
Yeah, it's, as I say, luck of the draw, but If you come out high in the draw, you've still got to do a bit of watercraft because obviously you have to pick your swims before. But to come out third and to get peg 7, we felt confident and it worked. And being confident anyway helps with your fishing, I think, anyway, doesn't it?
Yeah, if you're not confident in what you're doing, you might as well be at home.
Yeah, we knew the tactics, we knew what we had to do, and we did it, and it worked. It was a bit hairy at times, it was a bit scary, because we held the lead till Saturday morning, didn't we?
Saturday afternoon.
Till Saturday afternoon, and then a few of the others around us started catching, and we dropped down to 3rd place, so it was a bit squeaky bum time.
And the people in 4th were also still catching fish, which made us sort of not contemplate is the word, but your mind's thinking, are you going to not qualify now? Yeah. Are you going to suddenly be from leading for the first 24 hours to going out of position going into the last 12 hours? And your mind sort of really does, what have I got to do? You start, I say panic, you start to think, what have I got to do to scratch a bite? And you start to hone in on your skills of rigs and bait, and you'll try different areas. If an area hasn't produced a fish for a long time, you'll just, okay, are the fish just off of a snag, or are they just off of an island rather than cast tight? Are they in a deeper gully? And you go through all these motions to try and nick that final bite. And I think literally we tried everything.
We did.
Right up until the Sunday morning, where you'd left one of your rods on a spot.
On the spot, that's what I tried to do. I just kept one of my rods on the spot I knew produced, and then roved my other rod around trying to find a bite.
And that's what mine was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I nicked 3 fish on the first 24 hours. I'd nicked 3 fish.
And then Sunday morning, my right hand rod went off, and it was the winning fish by an ounce.
By an ounce.
But the last 10 minutes was awful because the lads on the point, the Dummer brothers, they had one. We didn't know how big it was, and
there was only 17 pounds, I think, between 4th and us in 1st anyway.
And it was
that's
only
one
12,
fish.
It was a 12 pounder, so we kept our lead. Final buzzer went, and then it was relief. And the top 3 go through to the final at Boston in October.
Really looking forward to that. Shame we can't present it, but
no, we can't do it. We've got to fish it.
But it'll be interesting being on the other side of the camera.
Yeah, it will be. It will be. So our friend Nathan, hopefully, will be doing the film for that for VT Sport, and hopefully you'll see us on now and getting a podium position and being in the money.
15 grand first prize is not to be sniffed at.
No,
that's a lot of hard work.
And the format's changed again this year, isn't it? So it's only a top 5 fish count. Boston being a bit of a runs water, and you can catch like hundreds of fish in 48 hours, but it's only the top 5 fish in weight that will count towards your final weight.
Yeah.
So
your best 5 really.
The best 5, yeah. So it gives everyone a chance because it can be a bit peggy. So even if you're in an unfavoured peg, as long as you catch 5 big fish, you're still in with a chance.
Yeah.
And
prize money all the way down to 4th, so there's everything to play for those. 30 pairs as well. There's going to be 30 people around that lake, 60 people around that lake.
Yeah, 30 pairs.
All wanting to do their best to win that top prize.
Win the prize. And we'll be there, and hopefully you'll see us there. And look forward to it.
Ooh, fish number 2. 25#8, second fish of the trip. What a clonker, great battle. Still a little bit cold, it wasn't a full blown take. A little bit finicky, but what a fish. This one fell to the Iconic again, over a bit of bait with the glug and some particle. tipped with an acorn. What a fish, really happy. Another morning bite, another cracker.
Up. He's in.
Couldn't be left out, could I?